If you've ever been to Tennessee, then you know that hiking is a big part of living in Tennessee. There are thousands of trails to explore, each one presenting their own unique beauty and experiences. Hey everyone, my name is Brenna. I'm a realtor with SimpliHOM in the Middle Tennessee area, and I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I am a huge fan of hiking, and I share my own personal hiking experiences on this channel, so go ahead and subscribe if you want to stay updated on that. If you've never been hiking in Tennessee before, this video is going to give you some insight on what you need to know before you go hiking in Tennessee. Hiking is available all over Tennessee, but in East Tennessee, you'll find the Great Smoky Mountains, where there are a ton of trails. No matter where you're hiking, the first thing you need to think about is dressing for the weather. Tennessee averages about 170 rainy days per year, so if rain is predicted on the forecast, then definitely dress for it. If you're hiking in the rain, bring a raincoat, water-resistant shoes, and a change of socks at minimum. Depending on how much it may rain, you may need to bring a change of clothes as well. Thick socks are crucial because they'll keep your feet nice and warm and comfortable throughout the hike. Also, consider how much traction you have on your shoes for those muddy days because sometimes it can get pretty slippery. Whether you're wearing tennis shoes or hiking boots, you need to have enough traction for those muddy spots. Another thing you need to keep in mind is that elevation affects the temperature. So it gets cooler as you increase in elevation. So if you're worried about being cold, then I would suggest wearing layers so you can be as comfortable as possible. On hot, muggy summer days, it's important to dress in breathable, light-colored clothes. Also, bring plenty of water, wear a hat, and have some sunscreen on hand. Mosquitoes are notoriously bad in Tennessee, especially near bodies of water, so pack some bug spray if you're worried about that as well. Something you need to do before your hiking trip is research the trails that you'll be hiking on. If you download an app like All Trails, you can get some helpful information from people who have hiked the trail before you. Sometimes trails aren't marked very well and parking is hard to find, so people on All Trails will post these kinds of things on the app so you can know beforehand. Also, you can find information like if they allow dogs or not. Many trails allow dogs, but quite a few of them don't, so research beforehand. Another thing you need to know about hiking in Tennessee is the bear population. There are quite a few bears in the Smokies, so here are some rules to follow. Always use a bear-safe trash can to dispose of food and do not leave any scraps of food behind. The park rangers often say, a fed bear is a dead bear, because typically when a bear is fed by humans, it doesn't forget and leads to problematic behavior in the future and will result in the bear having to be euthanized. So it's incredibly important to pick up food scraps when you're visiting the Smoky Mountain National Park. And if you see a bear, stay at least 50 yards away from it and please do not feed it. Most bears, and especially black bears, don't want to attack you. They are interested in protecting their food and their cubs. And there are no grizzly bears in the Smokies, just black bears. In fact, bear attacks are so infrequent that there have been a total of 5 bear attacks in the history of the Smokies, with one of them being fatal. And if you're worried about a bear attack in the Smokies, then you can bring bear spray. It's completely legal for self-defense purposes. So bears aside, there are some other safety measures that you should take while hiking, like bringing a whistle and a flashlight. If you get lost on a trail, having a whistle and a flashlight can be invaluable. And if you're hiking in a place for the first time, always print out the map because sometimes you can't rely on the trail markers. My final tip for hiking in Tennessee is to join local hiking Facebook groups. If you're a beginner, then using their expertise about local trails is super useful. And many groups also host group hikes, so it's a great way of making new friends. I have some local Facebook groups linked in the description down below. Hiking is a big part of what makes Tennessee so spectacular, so get out and go explore the great outdoors. And I hope you were able to take a few things away from this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.